Everybody watched the Twilight. Was anybody here for Twilight? Were you here? All right, shut up, shut up. No, stop. Come on, come on. That's the next generation. That's the next generation of fans. That's what I love about a comic book convention. People will come to a convention, stand there in a fucking Spock costume, look at somebody in a Chewie costume and be like, look at that fucking geek. How dare you pass judgment on those 12-year-old girls who like vampires? They need to be encouraged because in 6 years there'll be 18-year-old girls who like vampires and are all sorts of goth permissive and whatnot. So don't poo-poo it. There's a plan and it's working. But I watched that clip. Somebody was in the audience, and I guess in this very room, and they showed the clip, and you see a sea of heads in the audience way, the screen way in the background. And you can barely hear the clip. It's just like, Wah! They're all screeching. At one point, like the chick, Bella, gets on a bike and shit, and she's hanging out with the wolf boy. And, you know, she's like, I'm gonna fucking take off on this bike. She don't say that, but the dialogue, my dialogue was better, I assure you. It doesn't have to be great dialogue. It just has to feel tween angsty, and that's perfect. And that's what tweens do. They jump on bikes and they race off and shit. And then she wrecks on a rock and shit. And then, because she saw the Fang Boy, saw Rob Pattinson and shit, reacted like every 12-year-old girl in the world was just like, ah! And dumps on her bike. And then Wolf Boy runs over and shit. It's adorable. He runs over, he's like, are you okay? You know, it's a long beat that I hope gets edited down before the movie comes out. Yeah, I'm fine, you know, and he's just like, let me help you, and he fucking rips his shirt off. The dude who's like the equivalent of a 16-year-old boy is just like, let me help you. And you know, you got bounce a quarter off his pecs and shit like that. Dude's got a six-pack, not a fucking beer store. And you just hear the whole audience going, ah! And the room is just, you can feel, even when you're watching a clip on YouTube, you can just feel the room get moist. You know, like sweaty. So that was a nice reaction, but that was nowhere near fucking that dude's reaction. That motherfucker is just the king of the world right now. I hope, is it Rob Pattinson's name, right? Pattinson? I hope he is fucking up a storm, man. And I'm not even talking about like this key audience, the chicks, you know, the 12-year-old girls. Like, of course, naturally, if he wants to stay employed, he'll stay away from them. I'm talking about their mothers, you know? All these older chicks that read fucking Twilight. My old lady read Twilight and she was like, look, you know, it's not for me, but I could see where, you know, it's very romantic for a young girl. And she had a sparkle in her eye. And then she started wearing a Team Edward shirt around the house. It's, what kind of nonsense is this, man? So I hope Rob Pattinson's taking full advantage of shit. Chicks are just like older chicks teaching him shit. Never mind fucking his own age. Fuck a cougar, man. Fuck some woman who's gonna teach you a thing or two, you scrawny toothpick, you. Just be like, I'll make you glisten and shimmer.